A few seconds for the ads to end. Have fun. And then we should be good to start. Rightio. Sunday Sharpe do 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 do. Sunday Sharpe do 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 do. Sunday Sharpe do 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 do. R. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, greetings, salutation to more semi-incoherent ramblings from a middle-aged man. So I think it's probably a better idea for a title than Sunday Sharpe. He's just a pig to type out. Titles don't have to be that long. Oh, the person who was here has gone. That's what you get when you take away the option to set a stream for subscribers only. You get random members of the public going, oh, there's a stream. Click. Oh, no, I don't like that. Click off. But anyway, when someone turns up, if someone turns up, I shall start waffling and rambling. Because until then, not really got anything to do. Ooh, personage is back. And yes, if you don't know, I mean, it doesn't give names, but it does tell me where. Somewhere there on the top of the screen. It tells me when people are here and when they aren't. And now that person's gone again. So, well, probably waiting on Kenny to finish. So I shall crack a tinny and say good day. And burp, because that's what I do. So, if you're watching this on the replay, I do apologise for the start of the stream, but there's nobody here, so I've got no one to talk to. Ha! Members rock. Hello, Kelly. How are you? Hope all is well with you. I did wonder whether you were still streaming and everyone was still over there. I've got to say, I wouldn't blame them. Or is it whatever they call it this weekend? Yeah, we'll go with Thanksgiving. We'll be nice and not call it what it gets known as over here. Bloody ungrateful colonials. Oh, pardon me. I think it's going to be one of them days. I've been a bit windy most of the day, so pardon me again. And I only had crumpets for breakfast. I had crumpets and a salted caramel mini cheesecake, and that's all I've eaten, so I shouldn't have wind, but there we go. It is me, so wind is kind of expected. All due to the not deformed, but improperly formed digestive system. Is where 99.9% of people have basically like a U-bend somewhere down here somewhere, like you would in a toilet or a basin. Howdy, window licker. Hope all is well with you. I don't have said U-bend. I have a pipe that goes straight down, so when fizzy drink hits my stomach, the gas comes straight back up again. Kind of effective, because come here, you spexy beast, you. No, I'm not going to go there with that joke. A bit early for that. And you can actually type bastard in the chat. I haven't got the things turned on that go, oh no, that's a bad word. Ah, Mr. Moist Hose as well. All the cool kids are turning up. How are you doing now? The floods, yeah, the floods have receded. Water levels are still bloody high. So every time it rains a little bit, it gets very close again. But yeah, the water receded quicker than my hairline. Um, and it took a couple of weeks. S's make me uncomfortable. Double S's make me uncomfortable. But that's a World War II reference. It's a bit early in the stream for that. Yeah, it's just been kind of bleh and damp. No real heavy rainfall of late, so hopefully things will start drying out a bit. It's been a bit damp today, but I'm kind of pleased about that because it means it's cloudy, which means it won't be quite as cold as it was last night. Woke up this morning and looked outside and everything was white. Not snow, don't worry, it was frost. Which means we dip below freezing. It's happened a few times already this year, but the problem is when the temperature's that low and then you start getting the clouds come in and it looks like it might rain, you're thinking, oh, please don't snow. We don't want any of God's dandruff falling on us. We can avoid that. That would be very nice. Especially if I've got to go to work. Because last year when it snowed and was icy and frosty, I was riding a mountain bike with big, wide, knobbly tyres. This year I will be riding a hybrid, which has got semi-slick tyres. Yeah, that could get a bit more fun if it starts snowing and icing up. The roads are treated. There's salt put down on all the roads, so it's mostly main roads, so they'll all be gritted. But yeah, I ride home on the cycle path. Several reasons, because it's there, it's on the right side of the road for me, and it's pitch black when I come home. And even though I'm a good boy and I've got lights front and rear, and I've got a very special flashing helmet, car drivers are car drivers, and I'd rather not get run over. I mean, it's bad enough on the blooming bike path with all the young lads wearing black on black bikes with no reflectors and no lights, and you don't see them until they're about 20 feet away. And they're usually not paying any attention to where they're going. Or people walking their dogs. People walking their dogs, they do tend to be a bit more observant about what's going on around them. It's when, and it doesn't happen very often at all, but it's when I leave off on an early at like 4 o'clock, and it's kicking out time with the schools, and yeah, there's just, if it's not kids, the kids aren't too bad. It's the mothers. They do like to walk 3 or 4 abreast and just look at you like you shouldn't be there. Like you're getting in their way. They have to walk side by side. They can't walk behind each other. Then they make you ride through the grassy bit between the cycle path and the road, which is where all the bits of broken glass and nails and burst tyre and thorns and God knows what end up, and you get a puncture. So yeah, thanks for that. Other than that, and I've done a Sharpie. Our fingers broke. Only slightly broke, not badly. So That's a bonus. I was putting away delivery at work and got it kind of caught in a cage and bent it that way. So sprained that knuckle, which is okay now because it's like 4 days later, and cracked that finger right across the very tip of the bone. But meh, done it many a time, so it doesn't bother me. No snow here, just outside of London, Ontario. It's cold, brr. Yeah, Ontario is a bit brr this time of year. Beautiful part of the world, I've got to say. I mean, if I was going to visit somewhere that side of the pond for just isn't it lovely reasons, it would probably be Canada. I will be honest. Um, no, because you guys don't have cars, do you? It's still just tracks and dog sleds and living in igloos. I say that because I saw a thing, like dumbest things Americans have ever said to you, and there was a teacher who thought that Canadians were like that. No, that's Eskimos or Inuits, depending on which is the correct one these days, because it changes every 5 years. Sounding American old gold. Yeehaw! Where's my gun? I need my truck. Praise Jesus. No, we're not even going that far. Praise Jesus, maybe. Or bunter paws. That's the rabbit version of Santa, by the way. Bunter paws. Yes, I do get silly. Hey, rabbits are awesome and cute. How the heck did you get those sound bites from me? I've got a secret hidden recording device in your shed, Tommy. Much like Sam's got a secret hidden recording device in my toilet. Don't worry, that is just an in-joke. Yeah, I will freely admit I'm absolutely awful at accents. I struggle enough with my own, so when I try other ones, it just goes badly wrong. I can start off trying to do a Welsh accent and end up sounding Indian. It's just not good. And the bad thing is, this explains why you know so much about Texas. I know so much about Texas because you won't bloody shut up about it. Also, I watched that Rich Hall documentary on Texas and Texans. Yes, the one-star state, according to Google. And now you get all the notifications for YouTube come through that I didn't click off yet. Friday. Hey gods, why so many people upload? This is the problem when you've got so many channels you're subscribed to that you get dozens of notifications. And it doesn't tell you once, especially if they're live streams, you'll get a notification half hour before the stream starts. And then you get a notification when the stream starts. And then people you've forgotten to unsubscribe to as well. Uh-oh. Oh, click the wrong button. Oh, so Bob's been back to Walmart then. I missed his stuff. So that tells me Mr. Mark is here. Good afternoon, Mark. Good evening, or even good morning to you. Hope you're not feeling teabagged today, and all is well as it can be. Oh, all these people who aren't actually here. They've got notifications, but they aren't here. Oh, they got the memberships, sorry. Hello, Debs. How are you, me darling? Mwah. Ow. Don't do that. It hurts. Ooh. Yeah, so as with the title of today's stream, we'll call it Snow White something or other. G'day, Adele. How the devil are you, me darling? Mwah. To you too. In that tank there, which is Super Red Bristly Noses, I was having a look in there the other day while they were having a nomathon. I spotted something I hadn't spotted before. Apparently, Fred and Ginger, rest in peace, Ginger, my Super Reds, Bristly Noses, Ginger being the long fin variety, have decided to produce one single solitary Snow White bristle nose of the long fin variety, which I think I've sent a few people pictures of. Dee Dee, darling, mwah. Big old smooches to you, me dear. I know you can take it. And I know if I saw you, you'd get a big old hug and smoochie. There wouldn't be any choice in the matter. It would happen. Now, whether that be my choice or your choice is an entirely other matter. Be who saw who first, I think. Yeah, I think all of us would quite happily give Dee Dee a massive hug. Well, I think if all of us got together, it'd just be a massive hug fest anyway, wouldn't it? I'm pretty sure I'd end up giving Tommy a hug and a smooch as well, you know. Be asking where his finger went. Starts to cuddle puddle. Exactly. Cuddle puddles for the win. Although the one thing fish fan people don't want is a puddle. Oh, got to start over. Howdy, Sam. How you doing, Mr. Yeller? Good. Don't like being touched. But you can have a great big air hug then, Adele. An air hug and a mwah blown kiss. How's that? And thank you, Tommy and Yella, for being long-term members. I could make the joke about being massive members, but I'm not going to. Yes, we know Dee Dee's a hugger. Adele gets all the proverbial and vicarious loves. Yes, long-range loves. On. Thank you, Debs, for 15 months as well. Oh dear. Yes. So that was a very nice surprise to find a Snow White longfin randomly. Now I know what some will be thinking. Are you sure it's not an albino or an albino, depending on which part of the world you're from? I still believe in social distancing. Yeah, I mean, I've got to admit there are people I would gladly stay 6 feet away. Well, I mean, you're only a ghost because of your hair colour. Yeah, we'll leave that one there. But yeah, it's not an albino because he's got black eyes. If it's an albino, it'd have red eyes. missing. Like the albino corridorus anus. Oh, oh, Dee Dee's off to the kitchen to have a second cream pie. I mean, if you want to listen to me while you're making a cream pie, Dee Dee, I'm sorry, can't resist that. Every time I say albino, you think Beano, the gas medicine. Regional manager looks at me like a nut because I still choose to wear a mask at work. Yeah, there were upsides to wearing a mask. Dee Dee's going to have a delicious cream pie, apparently. Oh, this is going to get demonetized for perversion. Albino is the correct English pronunciation of the American word albino. And we even had a comic book when we were children called The Beano. French are on the Beano. Yeah, there goes the stream. Exactly. Dee Dee mentioned cream pies and it all goes sideways. As long as it's not Marek, because I wouldn't trust myself then. Oh, excuse me, that sounds like Mary's just got home. Yeah, I really should remember to be doing like disclaimers and age ratings on the streams. So although I do try to keep the language clean and avoid cursing too much, Mary got to her home, not my home. Thank you, Mark Stelson, for gifting 0 membership. I think that was a typo there. Yeah, that's funny. Prepping some more paintings from backgrounds. Anyone want to throw in an idea for some inspiration? He gifted 10, but I think it missed out the 1. Either that or that's how much money I'm going to get out of it. Backgrounds. What, tank backgrounds? Never go wrong with Arlier. Or Relier. Depends which way you decide to pronounce it. As is from a language that never actually existed. No, where Cthulhu comes from. Or Cthulhu. Or Cthulhu. All the various different pronunciations. But according to H.P. Lovecraft himself, it's Cthulhu. So I think as he's the author, we can take his word for it. Coffee time. This is not for children. If your children I'm pretty sure any children watching would soon switch off. Does anyone remember when that thing came in about appealing for children, and basically when they took away the advertising for children, and people were, but I'm going to have pretty fish in my videos, and that will be appealing to children, and then but you notice how none of that actually happened. Shocked when I run out of heavy R rolls for Thor. That is Tor. Yes. Greg, how you doing? Working and lurking? That sounds cold for Texas. Ooh, what was that? 47. It's don't know what it is in freedom units, but it's 0 here. No TH sound, a heavy T and hard breath for the H. Yeah, it's Tor. Yeah. like Latour FL. And the fact that Mount Everest should be pronounced Mount Everest, because the man who it's named after, his name was pronounced Everest. Don't want to meet the child that finds this entertaining. Yeah, good point. Yeah, if there are children watching this, they're already messed up. It's not going to be my fault. I'm here to pervert the adults. All children, so how many killers have we got in here? Are we just talking humans, or are we talking other things? 18. But what I would refer to as a bit warm. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure I've not killed any humans yet. I've killed plenty of creatures. And no, it's named after George Everest. Spelled Everest, but pronounced Everest. So yeah, it's not a mispronounced Nepalese word. I don't think the British language allows for mispronouncing Nepalese words, because we just can't do it. Why do you think everyone calls Ritesh Ricky? It's because people can't say his name. It's like the whole joke in The Simpsons with Apu, Nahasapima Petalan, or whatever it was. So everyone just called him Apu because no one could pronounce it. It's freedom units, that's what they get named over here. So how many football fields and eagles is that? You've got to speak more from the throat for some languages, which, when it's not your native tongue, is very difficult to do. One of the, I can't remember the name of the language, but Trevor Noah, host of whichever show it is, I can't remember. 1,776 football fields and eagles. Exactly. But I believe it's Trevor Noah's mother who was of, I'm probably going to get this, don't quote me, this isn't going to be exactly right, of a Zulu tribe or such. And their native language is the one with the clicks and things in the middle of it. The only word I know is from, ow, that hurts, a Ray Mears documentary where he was doing survival stuff in Africa. And it's the name of a tree, and it's a tree. How dare I bring out Apu? One very immature person from India got offended, yeah. 76 the year. Come on, man. Yes, as we call it, lucky. Oh, that's Independence Day, isn't it? Yeah, we call that Lucky Escape Day. We didn't lose that war. It was a lucky escape. Trying to America it up for you. Sorry, but America just sounds too much like Merkin, and we all know what one of those is. It's kind of accurate. Mount Rainier or Rainier, whichever it is, named to Homer for a long time before we rename it. Who the F is Everest, and why is the tallest mountain in the world named after him? And should it be? It's not that he was the first person to discover or climb it. I can't remember why. I just remember the name. It was a thing on QI. Yeah, I'm American. What? You're a pubic wig. You're that thing that ye olde ladies of the night used to use to cover the fact they had to shave all their hair off because they were infested with lice and syphilis. And to cover the syphilis and herpes sores up, they put on a pubic wig. Yeah. The brain of the Sharpe is full of weird and wonderful facts. Yeah. Let's see. Let's grab the tablet and go to Google. Why is Mount Everest named after George Everest, not George Everest? World Geographical Society subsequently pronounced the name Mount Everest in 1865, based on the recommendation of Andrew Waugh, British surveyor, blah blah blah. What is it called? He was the Surveyor General of India. And its original Nepalese name is, prepare for butchery in foreign language, Chomolungma, which means Mother Goddess of the World. That's the Tibetan name. The Nepali name is Sagamartha, which has various meanings. So yeah, he was the Surveyor General. So, as is usual, the Brits stuck a flag in somewhere and decided to name everything. It kind of happened a lot back then. McKinley was renamed back to Denali officially at one point, and then everyone went, no, we can't change the name, we can't pronounce that, it doesn't sound American. John DeLorean put his name to the wrong car. He also designed the GTO Jurgon with the DMC-12. Yes, true, but he became kind of a national hero in Ireland, or Northern Ireland, because he managed to scam Maggie Thatcher and the Conservative government out of millions of pounds. Yeah, it's like renaming Africa from Alkebulan. And any foreign language pronunciations in this stream may not be accurate. And I include American English in that, or Australian English, which weirdly is a lot closer to English than American English is. Alkebulan. That sounds like a scary piece of grass. It's alcoholic. Yeah. Alcoholic, can't even speak. Alcoholic, scary grass. How is it so hard for me to say when I was one? I just upset when I couldn't get the cocaine because the supply dried up. Yeah, Eden, mother of all life. Yeah. Like England just means land of the Angles. Not sure what America means. That's an interesting one. And I'm not going to Google that because it'll probably come up with something completely wrong. An alcoholic gravekeeper. Howdy, Coro. Quirky. Is it French English or Northern American? Yeah. At least it's not French Canadian. effed. That's what American means. And Aquagun Zen is at work dropping off a load. Enjoy your dump. Oh, oh, oh. We have the perfect thing for this. And no, I'm not going to flash my butthole at the camera or take a dump live on stream. If you're in headphones, cover your ears. One of these days I'm going to work out how to play a tune on that. That wasn't actually too far off. Dun, 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 dun. Although I doubt Elastica made it across the pond. Early 90s Britpop band. Well, it holds the sound in, so you hear it even better. And it echoes. You knew what I meant. It should sound like it should do, but it's a squeaky dog toy, so one of those things where you're just randomly wandering around a shop or a store, and you see something and you think, oh yes, I'm going to get my money's worth out of that. Exactly. Tommy's dog's going, squeaky toy, squeaky toy. Poor little papa, yes. And here's me going on about correct use of the language, and then I screw up my own. I did say I struggle with my own accent. And English is a very complicated language. I forget who said it. You ever play Guess the Fart? That's where you have to guess which side of the fart will make before it happens. Yes. Yes, I played that. Unfortunately, I can manipulate mine. And then I can make some interesting noises. I'm quite good at duck calls. Generally, in my streams, if someone farts, it's usually me. Yes, that's what they say. That English is the hardest language for travellers to learn because someone who farted, pretty sure it was Yella. Not allowed to delete your message here, considering. Well, if it is a deletion because you misspelled something, fair enough. We don't worry about that. But yeah, a lady doesn't fart. No, they do. Trust me. Even the ones that actually don't fart, as soon as they go to bed and fall asleep and relax, it's like sleeping next to a wind generator. Yes. I can talk, but spell or grammar, not so much. Yes. English got too many rules and too many exceptions to those rules for people to be able to follow. Yeah, this is it. It's joys of corporate toilet paper. Oh, it's not Isel, is it? Yes, that's an ongoing joke. Isel is the brand of toilet paper we had at school, which came in individual sheets, and it was like greaseproof paper. So it either smeared everything around rather than wiped it off, or it gave you a paper cut. One of the two. And there are certain places you don't want paper cuts. Oh yeah, we all fart. Exactly. I bet you rip some good ones out. And it doesn't, I say it doesn't bother me. I enjoy it. Sounds weird, but it always makes me laugh when Mary farts. Because for some reason she's still embarrassed about it, and I fart all the time. I gave up trying to hold them in years ago. I always think that when tell people they can't delete the messages and they don't get the sarcasm. See, to make it a joke, what you should do is leave the message there for like 10 seconds and then delete it. Oh, Danny boy, we are trying to fart our way to oblivion. Almost like a game of who's loudest. Yes, I usually win those as well. Because the correct combination of leg positioning and clenching can make a lot of difference to the volume. And sometimes they take you by surprise how loud they are. I say, they might not fart during the day. You might not hear it. They might go to the toilet to fart, so no one hears it. But when they fall asleep and they relax, it all comes out. I'll learn there's a certain octave that's no longer a fart. Yeah, too low a note and it's not a fart. Yeah, the B flat, the brown note, which is actually a myth. Call it a danger fart. Now, those are the kind of ones where you go and have a trial wipe afterwards. You know, I'm just going to go and check that. Weirdest poop is a poetry on the walls across North America. Yeah, we tend not to have much poetry written on the walls in the UK. Started a bad conversation. No. Conversations about farts and poops are more than welcome on this channel, because I can talk about them for hours. I had earbuds with so much bass I feel nauseous if I turn them up too loud. There's only 2 volume settings on headphones, earbuds, whatever, on or off. When you get them, you turn them up to max and you just leave them. Oh, actually, I have 2. Oh, I showed. Yeah. Brown alert, brown alert, brown alert. Code brown. I do have a second volume setting, which is for when I'm on the bus. Because, again, my headphones are very loud, being over the ear, big old can ones. And whilst I don't enjoy listening to somebody else's music when they got their headphones on, even worse when they got their bloody phone out and they're playing their choice of, I assume, music. Like, plug your frigging headphones in. You know, they'll be on the bus listening to whatever the cool kids listen to these days, and you're like, "Geez, turn off." Yes, I have proper headphones. Where are they? Proper ye oldie headphones. Yep, tangled up as usual. Ye proper headphones. Oh, bless me. They're good though, because when you got them on, they'll rattle the earwax out, and then when you take them off, the cups are full of the earwax. Look right, look left, and then an arrow pointing up, and it says a real man. She's on ceiling. Thinking, no, do you look? And yep, it was up there. Yeah. Yeah, I've been there. They used to silent fart at the top of the escalators and watch everyone turn green as they got to the top. See, I'd have done it at the bottom, so it kind of lingered on the way up. They couldn't escape. Yeah, kids don't listen to anything cool these days. Closed back, but they're rather loud. So loud enough you can take them off, stick them around your neck, and just listen to music. Heard my first Christmas song today, Leona Lewis, One More Sleep. Bang. Oh, God, no. I'm so glad we don't put those kind of radio stations on at work, because I would kill someone. There should be like maximum of 2 weeks of Christmas music. What do I think of the new Beatles song? Sounds like a Beatles song. Not a huge fan, really, of the Beatles. I get what they did for music, and I appreciate it is good music. It's just not my kind of cup of tea. Yeah, it says a new Beatles song. It is a bit uncanny, to be honest. It's like if you go into an AI image generator and you put in a real person's name, and it kind of just something not quite right. And I don't mean the fact that normally gives them 12 fingers or 3 legs or 8 breasts or something like that. You get into that line, I have pictures of, yeah, that's the thing. When I was young, I mean, like 5 or 6, yes, that was the haircut I had. Yeah, as I say, it's weird, isn't it? There's AI. Think is it? Yeah, is it AI? Basically, where they've taken Lennon's voice and all the other stuff he's done, smushed it into the AI, and then given it the lyrics to sing, and it came out. I don't know how many times it took to get it to sound right, but yeah, it's just creepy. Um, kind of like seeing Princess Leia in the later Star Wars movies after Carrie Fisher had passed. It's like, yeah, it looks like there's just something not quite right. Hang on. As I do have an AI image generator. Let's see. This will be one of the weirdest things it's ever generated, but there we go. Let's try. Delete, 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 all of that. Old John Lennon partying dressed as Sergeant Pepper. Let's see what the AI generator comes up with. We don't think it's artist or admiral when a person does that, when they train for hours. There you go. Yeah, if you've got any ideas for AI image generator, I'll stick them in and see what comes up. Train for hours and emulate a specific person based off their content or whatever else. I like, obviously, yeah. Even cover bands have to have their own style, or else they generally look like, yeah. AI image of Biden. Yes, how is it? Yeah, it's just as hokey. I mean, it's yeah. I kind of get it, but yeah, I'm not a fan. Zenny Madiri, how are you? So I'm not sure how to say it. I haven't seen you. Well, you're always welcome. You know that. More gorgeous redheads is always more better, in my view. You know, I'm just saying. Made it a fake headline. Uh, oh, bear in mind, if you are thinking of things for me to put into the AI image generator, it does have rather strict adult filters. Let's put it that way. So if you want to see something a bit racy, you have to get creative with your titling. Use words that aren't common parlance. Zen ginger. Let's see what it comes up with, shall we? I'm just going to type in people's YouTube names to see what comes up. Here's where it comes up, not suitable. I've got to be outspelt. Well, that's what it came up with for the Zen ginger. So let's try collaboration of curiosities. Hot Aussie chick nude. Right. Yeah, I just refuse to do Russell Brand. And that's what comes up with the collaboration of curiosities. There you go. Apparently that's you, Adele. Yeah, classy lady. Who else? Eakins! How you doing, my friend? Let's go with Danny boy. Daniel keeping fish. Yeah, we'll do quirky as well. Guy Fawkes. And I'm going to have to put Tammy in there as well. Apparently it's stuck on Asian people today because that's Daniel keeping fish. Coro works. This is going to be. I'm bent on making AI do insulting images. Well, Coro works triggers a content filter. I'll give it a couple of goes and see if it. Yeah, also more Asian and got more hair than I thought as well. Yeah, it's struggling with quirky. Your favourite is typing in common fish names. I tend to go for more nightmare fuel. Yeah, it's not liking quirky. Oh no, we have a quirky. Put in Coro works, and we get skinny Asian girl. And no, I've not been training it to look for skinny Asian girls. Let's go with Silver Creek Wildlife. Remember the sea, otherwise it'd be a bit of a weird picture. Poor Chinese tablet. It's Korean. Um, AI has a type. Yeah. The thing is, it learns from what people put into it. So a lot of Asian Oh, there you go. You're going to like that one. Silver Creek's Wildlife. How's that one? See? Tommy gets the Siberian tiger thing. Who else can we try? Atkins Nature Aquariums. Atkins Nature Aquariums. No, actually, there you go, Ian. That's you according to AI. Atkins diet mix for the aquarium. Now, I've basically got it searching for Tommy now. So I went with Texan. What was it? What did I put in? Like Texan man with chickens. I suppose I really should put myself in, shouldn't? Yeah, Texan redneck with chickens. That's what I put in. Oh, let's go with Sharpies, fish, and phantoms. This is going to be pictures of what's my name going to come up with? It's going to be permanent marker pens, fish, and ghosts. It's going to be a very strange picture. Actually, hell no, I'll take that one. That's what comes up with Sharpies, fish, and phantoms. Well, on the first go, anyway. Perhaps there is a sea fish called a Sharpie that is blue and stunning. I'm going to save that one. Pope on a jet ski riding in lava. Okie dokie. Pope on a jet ski riding in lava. There we go. Let's see what it comes up with. It's boring. It's just a dude on a jet ski. Doesn't look anything like the Pope. There's not a lot. Yeah, we'll give that one a miss. Mark Selson's second name. Just in honor of him. AI has failed. Yeah, it can't do everything. No matter how much I try it, you know, it ain't going to show me Chloe Hansen and Christina Hendricks 69 in. It's just not going to do that. Unfortunately, when I put in Mark Stelson, and I'm sure he wouldn't complain. Black Powder Aquatics, yes, let's try that one. Black Powder Aquatics. Ah, yeah, good thing. Fish fam. to be a fish going boom. Or a fish with an old rifle, musket or something, or cannon. Fish with a cannon for a mouth. That's the one. Yeah, I'm not sure I get that one. I'm not sure that's actually safe to show on stream. It's a young black girl in a stream. Yes, man, a year and a half. So we'll retry that one. Fish fan probably get the baby shark going. Yeah, you might be. How weird would it be if it just generated a picture with like all of us? No, for black powder aquatics, it's determined to do a young black girl in a stream, not wearing much. So we'll go with fish fam. Zach friend, what does that bring? It means you're a Zach friend. There's not really any perks other than you get to use the emojis in the chat, which aren't that amazing because I keep forgetting to do more because I'm old and crap. There we go. That's fish fam. Quite why it's got two sets of pectorals coming out from behind the gills, I have no idea, but there we go. Apparently that's us. Thank you, Manny, for demonstrating the emojis. Oh, Zach friend. Yes. Zach friend. I'm going to put cat in there. Just so we don't get some weird gayness coming up. Because despite these things having their rather tight safety filters, every so often it will completely go, ugh. Oh, it's not far off. That's what it came up with Zach friend for a cat. I did put cat, so we'll stick window liquor number 5 in there. Window liquor. Where's the number 5? Here we go. Because if window liquor is anything like it means over here, it might be someone on a special bus. Or it's going to be something really perverted. It's triggering content filters, let's put it that way. Yeah, bristly noses. I mean, it'll accept most sort of more common fish names. I mean, I'm pretty sure it searches Google for images and then goes, "Oh, that's what it looks like." Yeah, it's not doing window lickers, I'm afraid. Yeah, was it the short bus? Is that the one? Or as we used to call it, the Muppet wagon. Not that we're cruel or anything. Bristle nose catfish eating zucchini. I find it does help if you give them something to do, as it were, rather than just go this, doing this, and you do get generally a better picture. Anything with fingers or instruments, they all come out really bad. Oh yes, yeah. Or, yeah, they've either got 12 fingers or they're just like Tommy. Sorry, Tommy, but it, it does struggle with hands and feet, and but does quite happily give people extra limbs. Oh, God, that's freaky. Well, apparently, it doesn't know what a bristlenose catfish is. So we'll try a bristlenose pleco, shall we? Or in the style. Yeah, there are various workarounds to get around certain things. No, it's really struggling with bristlenose. Keeps giving everything four eyes and not looking at all like a bristlenose. Hmm. So how about we do common and citrus? Because I mean, scientific names should be fairly accurate. I think it normally comes up fairly well with them, unless he's just having a brain fart tonight because he's getting all sorts of random stuff thrown at it. Yeah, it's really struggling. I mean, that doesn't look like a common ancestress to me. There we go. Let's go with Nanakara Anuma. Let's see if it can find that one from a purely scientific name. Because I guarantee if I put GoldenEye cichlid in, it's going to come up with something, a fish being James Bond. Let's be honest. Apparently, a Nanakara anomala today is a yeah. AI's still got a long way to go. But yeah, if I just who do we all know? A famous person we all know. And this is going to burn my eyes out if this works. Rainbow fish. Well, this time we're having a certain former president in a mankini, and I'm going to judge whether it's safe to show because I might need eye bleach. Okay, it's decided not to do the face. like, for some reason, decided to put a Mexican wrestling mask on him. Probably copyright, or no, not wanting to get sued. I'll be quiet, stomach. Stop grumbling. We'll give this on a second attempt, and then we'll go for rainbow fish. Yeah, it's triggering content filters, so we won't do Donald Trump wearing a mankini. Gaskin rainbow fish. Rainbow fish is all one word, isn't it? The American. I mean, again, looks nothing like a rainbow fish, but I don't know how well the colours are coming through because it's really bright, vibrant blue and yellow. Actually, looks more like an Akara to me. Tommy. Yeah, maybe not. That might not go well. It'd probably take a few goes. I doubt many people are actually using these programs to create pictures of pretty fishes. Most people using it are probably trying to get pictures of pretty women wearing no clothing. Let's be honest. You know. So what could we do? Who's a famous person? A famous actress we all know and love, Batfish. That could be interesting. Crayfish fighting off catfish in the style of Ralph Bakshi. Oh God, no. No, that's just no. Oh, I don't know. It's not far off for a batfish. I'm quite why it's got like a nostril coming out the bottom of its mouth. I don't know, but it's not too far off. It's kind of there. Evening M&C. We'll have to try that one. How are you doing, my friend? We're playing about with AI at the moment. An AI image generator. So far, thankfully, it's not shown us anyone naked. Oh, Joanna Lumley, comely Lumley, as they used to call her. Unfortunately, it thinks M&C Aquatics is a young Asian girl again in a bikini. So we're going with Joanna Lumley. Howdy, Mark. How you doing? Anything in particular we want Joanna Lumley to be wearing or doing? Within reason. Because if it's lingerie, I'm not showing that. And it might not even know who Joanna Lumley is. And admittedly, it's only us Brits who will probably know who Joanna Lumley is, even. I think it's an American. Oh, no. Yeah, it's not quite right, but close enough. Joanna Lumley with a walrus. Okay. Because I've learned that like riding a horse or riding a bear kind of thing, it doesn't work. At the most, it will just show them standing next to, or it will transpose torso onto animal. So you end up with a weird centaur type thing. There you go, there's Joanna Lumley with a walrus. And I bet nobody's ever typed that in before. And we're going to have to try Mark, aren't we? So far, yeah, she was called Purdy in the Avengers, exactly. Where she replaced. Oh, who is it she replaced? Oh, here we go. Well, we've done Mark Purdy. You've probably got like, the most sensible. Have fun, Danny boy. See if the human fry can think of anything interesting. image search. Last time I Google Imager searched SAM, it came up with surface-to-air missiles or son of. Evening, Pam. How are you, my dear? Hope all is well with you. Mario is behaving himself, not beating anyone up too badly. We're just messing about with AI image generators. Specifically, the one I downloaded that's actually free and lets you do stuff. We're all putting on the passion killers again. I can't actually remember what I asked it to search for because that looks weird. What the heck is that? Excrement floating. Oh, that's what we're looking for. Okay. Just seeing if it's gonna. Oh, that's racist. AI is racist. I mean, not surprising because it's been taught by us. But I put in excrement floating in a pool. Yeah, AI is racist. And now we're going to have to go with punchy paints. Let's see what comes up with Pamula's YouTube name. It's going to be a picture of a bear's butt, isn't it? Let's be honest. Yeah, it's triggering content filters, so that's fairly accurate. Oh, we're not there yet. I'll get there, Sammy boy, don't you worry. Trying to go through the ones that are easiest to type first. No, apparently Pam's a young Asian girl as well. No, bear scratching its butt on a tree. Do you wish you were a young Asian girl, Pam? Young, perhaps. There you go. Although, unfortunately, it isn't scratching its butt on a tree, which I asked for. All right, so why are we always yelling? Let's see what that comes up with. Always yelling. And if I remember correctly, this one is called Gen Z Art, and it's on the Google Play Store. It's generally free. There is a subscription you can pay, but you don't have to, and you don't get annoying adverts every 5 seconds, and there's no limit. You can only do like 5 pictures a day. So why are we always yelling comes up with an image I've seen many a time in adult videos. Evening Salient, how you doing? We'll type you in as well. See what comes up. Quite probably some fish. If you use Bing, you get ChatGPT 4 with an image generator for free. I tend not to use my computer for stuff like that. So that's not what he looks like when he's helicoptering out in the back garden. Let's see what it comes up with for salient aquatics, shall we? This is a good way to waste some time in the stream, isn't it? But I think, I mean, I haven't got Bing, but I can use Bing. So, we're just being silly at the moment and using an AI image generator to generate people's YouTube names and see what comes up. And I'm getting a serious theme here because salient aquatics. Oh god! So all the stuff I've been teaching this over the last couple of weeks is going to go. No, I don't know what you mean now. It just dawned on me it might be quite a funny thing to do. J Rock is doing stuff. How you doing, my sir? Oh, I'm okay. It's just everyone else. You know that. How are you? That's more the kind of thing I normally search for. Skeleton, demon, flaming eyes, spider legs, that kind of nightmare fuel. It is the app. I'm not saying I'm not obsessed with Asian people. I'm not, but I'm not racist. I think it may be the app, although I think the app is actually based in America, so it's probably programmed by Asians. Let's be honest. Running some prints this Sunday for some folks for Christmas presents. Usually art styles, there are, but so this free one you can set. It's either realistic. Most of the other ones you are on a subscription. There's like a magical one and a sort of anime. My art style set for Asian wives for sale. Yeah, flaming spider demons, that kind of stuff is what I normally search for. Or and we got to put J Rock does stuff in next. Is that safe? Yeah, it's only a little bit of cleavage. So yeah, let's go with J Rock does stuff. That could come up with some interesting things. Yeah, the suicide dog bridge with me riding a bike across it. $20 says it's an Asian person. No, no, it's not an Asian person. So it likes black men and Asian women. Racist computer program. That's what you get when. Oh, suicide dog bridge. Haunted. Man riding bike across. I'll go with man riding bike because Sharpe's Vision Phantoms is going to come up with something weird, and it might well trigger the filter having the thuethied word in there. Is in YouTube doesn't like that one, so I mean it's not too far off. If you've seen the actual bridge in question, the architectural style is not too far off. And just to keep you all happy, we're searching for Asian dog man now. That could get weird. It appears it's struggling with the concept of an Asian dog man. But we shall see. Yeah. That's dog man. Skin colour is Asian, so we'll go with that. Delete that so I don't accidentally generate something I don't want to. Learned a lot about my fetishes. Oh no, you haven't. My fetishes generally involve women and less clothing, let's be honest. I think the more people use these things, the more they learn, apparently, and then the more accurate they'll get. So you never know. At some point, they might be able to do hands and feet, and understand that people only have 2 arms and 2 legs, and that they don't meld into their body when you can't figure out the way easily of putting them there. Yes. And no, I'm not putting human centipede in. So this is going to be completely weird or completely horrifying. I might do it later just for personal use, but you know, there's all sorts of things the world could do without seeing, and that's one of them. Now, so if you've not downloaded a AI image generator at some point, it might be worth downloading one just for a bit of a laugh, really. I'm not saying they'll show you everything you want to see or be particularly accurate. There's sometimes, I mean, if it's doing a close-up of a person's face, is pretty good. But as soon as they get like further away from the camera, then it all goes pear-shaped. But yeah, that one's called Gen Z Art. Lots of fun. Fun for not necessarily all the family. Skynet will have a list of everyone who abused AI before it had rights. Oh, I'm not abusing it though, I'm teaching it. I'm teaching it about nightmare fuel and beautiful women and how human anatomy works. And the fish keepers are a bunch of weirdos. Yeah, the black dude was an AI generation of J Rock does stuff. Yes. I just typed your YouTube name in there, and that's what came up on the first attempt. If you keep hitting it, it'll keep doing random different things until it gives up and it just starts getting things badly wrong. Or it's like, oh, for crying out loud, do you really want to see him naked? And then, yeah. Because if you put in things that, let's just say you're trying to find a picture of a beautiful woman, and you'll type in like that person's name and what you want, where you want them to be and what you want them to be doing or whatever or wearing. Oh, okay, that's lovely. That's Christina Hendricks on a beach in a bikini. Yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. Oh my God, yeah, okay. Okay, you've decided not to put the bikini top on this time. Oh dear, you have someone's eye out with him. Every so often it will just brain fart and not do it properly. Yeah. The thing is, though, had to pull out Wild Mary. Oh yes, a Wild Mary. What should we have Wild Mary doing? Well, I'll have a Wild Mary in a forest, I think. Wild Mary outside a church. That's fairly interesting that AI is not the first thing to think I'm a black dude. Now, I've had plenty of people think I'm American or Australian, which is really weird. It's like, dude, you're Australian. No, I'm not. I'm just up at a weird hour. So that's a Wild Mary outside a church. For some reason, it put her in a wedding dress, which is, I'm going to delete that one very quickly. So I don't want to think about that. And I'm not going to demonstrate what happens when it accidentally ladder monkeys having Christmas lights. Well, we're going to go with Tampa Tom first, obviously, because we have to put people's name in. I might think J Rock is related to Chris Rock. It wouldn't surprise me. Tampa, no, not an X. And then I'll put in the Mad Mower because that's what we know you as secondarily. Okay, so whatever that is, it looks like a lacy something or other. Apparently, that's a Tampa Tom. The Mad Mower. That's just a picture of Rust Bucket car. Ooh. Yeah, there you go. Tampa Tom the Mad Mower. Okay. Male wrestler. Let's go with Hulk Hogan. Funny as that, we're going to retry it. Hulk Hogan in a wedding dress. Yeah, boobs are about the same size. So we want a stoned panda. No, remember how to type sharp. This would help if I got new glasses and I could actually see what I was typing. My eyesight's great from about there away, but closer than that, I've got that old person thing where I have to go, what? I'm not at the point where I'm doing that with my phone yet. I refuse to do that. Now, I will do JCVD as a cheerleader, but be warned, it does tend to do cheerleaders in very, very short skirts. Stoned Panda? Do you want me to say that and send that one? Smoking a joint. We'll see if we can. If I can find a good one from Andy, I'll then save it and send it to her. Because apparently mine's got slightly less strict content filters. No, it's struggling. Download. Go back to main, open there, go there. Where'd Messenger go? There. Oh, I've got a bunch of messages from someone. Oh, someone's been removing messages. Search. The Zen Ginger. Or will you be on here under your proper name? Amanda. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 There you go, Mandy. One stone panda. So what were we doing next? Jean-Claude Van Damme as a cheerleader. Yeah. So he's calling you Mandy or Zen Ginger, depending on where we are. There's like, oh crap, what's her name on the messenger again? So here we go. Jean-Claude Van Damme as a cheerleader. Oh God, what is my life coming to? Yeah, this is my idea, I suppose. Oh dear. No, it's thinking hard about doing Jean-Claude Van Damme as a cheerleader. This is the kind of fun you can just have with it. Oh dear. Oh dear God. That's something you don't want to see twice in your life. I think we best leave that there. It is Gen Z Art. I think it's on Google Play Store. The logo is a little starry type thing. Yeah, that's yeah, man bun everything. Oh boy. I think sometimes it fails dismally, other times it's just epic. No, we can't show you a tiny bit of cleavage. No, we can't show you a tiny bit of cleavage. No, we can't show you a tiny bit of cleavage. Here's a naked lady. What? Inserting what appears to be a traffic cone into an orifice. Yeah, that kind of thing does happen occasionally, but it's kind of an extreme example, but you get where I'm going. We're still in relatively early stages of AI artistry and blah blah blah. Um, Ginzel, yeah, that's the one. Genzart, if you want to call it that. After tonight's escapades, when AI gets to the point it could wipe us out, you can't blame everything can we're not worth saving. True. But I mean, pretty much any artificial intelligence will figure that out relatively quickly, unless we keep tight reins on it. Because we don't want Skynet. Um, yeah, I'll say it's a 3 day. I mean, it might be different in the US to the UK, but yeah, it's not had anything coming up about not being a free trial anymore, unless that's changed since I downloaded it. Yeah, Z, same thing. So when AI wipes us out looking like JCVD in a cheerleader's outfit, I had nothing to do with it. Thing is, given the last few things I've seen Jean-Claude Van Damme in, he probably would do a movie as a cheerleader. He's an undercover cheerleader getting to the bottom of a trafficking ring or something like that. I mean, I would say it sounds more like a Steven Seagal movie, but that would involve him moving and acting, neither of which he likes doing anymore. Probably enjoying my input. Yeah, it's not going to kill me because I'm its friend. I'm teaching it stuff. Yeah, and it'll be the nightmare fuel demons and stuff that I've been creating that it'll come after us as. So if all your devices suddenly crash and just have a horrific demon on the screen, that might be my fault. So there we go. When it does come up, when you download it, it does come up with saying about subscribing or whatever. If you just tap somewhere on the screen, that goes away. And then you just have free access. Or you can subscribe, I think it's $4 a month, and you then get all the various other options open. Probably still keeps the filters in though. I was going to show you what Meta AI comes up with. Why don't let me tag Meta in our messenger chat for some reason, not sure why, maybe. Pass, not sure. Oh yeah, Ghost versus AI. That's my kind of movie. And it'd have to be advantage to the ghosts because they could draw all the electrical power to energize themselves and render the AIs impotent. Between one called Copilot, using making the screens for streaming, about to start doing. My idea for downloading it was, let's see if we can create decent thumbnails for once. And then I just kind of got a bit carried away with being silly. So I've not actually made any. But it might be a good video to do. For someone who's a bit more techie than me, who understands how to like screen grab and stuff, because if I did it, it would be me sitting with my tablet going, now here's where you generate your picture of your aquarium like this, and you save it, then you go into your art program, you pull that up, then you put your text on it, and then you save that, and then you download it to your computer and you upload it as a thumbnail. Yeah. For someone who knows techie stuff, it would be a good video to make, I think, for the fish fan. Oh, I did see that one. That was one of my inspirations to download one. That and accidentally finding a subreddit with a lot of AI generated adult imagery. It just showed up in my feed. I wasn't looking for it actually. Ever see the movie Pulse? Kind of similar. Didn't call it AI because it was a long time ago. I do recall something like that. Yeah. It's, I'm saying the more we use it, the better it'll get. That's the thing. Yeah, I do remember Pulse. I remember the name, and I remember like the cover art for the DVD, but I don't actually recall the movie. But it's also one of the tenets for the Warhammer 40,000 universe where AI is banned, as they call it, abhorrent intelligence, because it did what you'd think AI would do, especially when you combine it with standard template constructors that can create anything. It created armies and armies of almost indestructible soldiers, or robots, and nearly wiped out the Imperium of Man, which led to the Dark Age. Yeah. No Ghost was like an evil that was smart and attacking people. Yeah, so I remember the cover art, but not the movie. Yeah. Yeah. In my case, head injuries, trauma, alcohol and drug damage, and having seen way too many movies. Although it might not have been that memorable of a movie. Some movies are like that. You stick them on, and then about 20 minutes in, you find yourself scrolling through Facebook. And then the movie ends, and you go, oh, no, that was all right. And you didn't really watch it. And then you watch it again a few years later, and you're like, my God, that was awful. Some of them you watch once and you go, my God, that was awful. I'm never watching that again. Things like Avatar. And I don't mean the last Airbender, I mean the one with the blue alien things. Head like a thingamy, got holes in it. Who are you? Head like a sieve. Or colander. Bite your tongue. No, Avatar sucked. It was a triumph of hype, marketing, and, well, computer generated imagery. I mean, yeah, at least I didn't watch Titanic because I know how that goes. Ship sinks. Spoiler. I don't think that's a spoiler to anyone, because that would have been 3 hours I wouldn't have got back, and I've already seen Kate Winslet naked in many a movie. So didn't miss anything there. But yeah. Rather watch Sharknado. Yeah, at least Sharknado is entertaining. I forget how many I've done now. I think it's up to like 5. But if nothing else, it was interesting just to see which next bad plastic surgery Tara Reid had got. I don't know quite why she needed the boob job, I have no idea, because from what I recall, she was a rather lovely, attractive young woman in American Pie, and then it all kind of went pear-shaped. I think basically she got a boob job done that went wrong and then tried to get it fixed, and things just went worse from there. No, I didn't say Sharknado was quality entertainment. I said it was entertaining. There's a difference. It's like The Toxic Avenger is entertaining, and no one would call that quality. Or, well, basically anything by Troma Studios. It's all made on a budget of about $5 with a bucket full of green slime and whichever actresses you can find who are willing to get the boobs out for $5. That's pretty much it. But yeah, the idea of a superhero who has a mop as a weapon and rides a surfboard. Yeah. Literally felt brain cells dying and had to turn off Sharknado. So, yeah, but that's the kind of movie where you just take your brain out first. Yeah. It's right up there with Dino Shark versus Mega Octopus. Or I mean, you know the mark of quality on a movie is if it's directed by or produced by Roger Corman. You know it's going to be really bad. And then you know what to expect. So it's kind of entertaining because it's entertainingly bad. Not like Avatar, which was just bad. Just, again, massively overhyped. Avatar is to movies what canister filters are to fish tanks. And that's upset probably half the audience. But there we go. Oh, half and half, probably the whole audience. And people kept going on about the storyline and the deeper meanings behind it, and you're like, yeah, and you could have done that in a 90-minute movie. Happens to like James Cameron, but James Cameron's made some fantastic movies. Don't get me wrong. But even the best footballer has a bad game. Let's put it that way. Oh, who was the guy who did the Transformers movies? Michael Bay. That's it. His movies suck but more than anything. It's like, oh, we can do all these new CGI effects. Let's do the whole thing. No, do it real. The more real stuff you have on screen, the better the movie is. The more, well, unless obviously it's an animated movie, then there's nothing real. But yeah, if you're trying to do like an action or whatever type of movie, get real stuff. Yeah, I mean Tarantino again, some decent movies, but again mostly overhyped. Um, you know, yeah, now that could have been cool. Kill Bill could have been cool, but it could have been an hour and a half long in total. But CGI ages so well. Yeah, exactly. I mean, who remembers when Species first came out with Natasha Henstridge? It was, oh wow, CGI character, blah. You look back at that now and ye gods, that is awful. I would have been better off using a person in a suit with a visible zip. Nanacoda anomaly. Um, yeah, yeah. There are times when a man in a rubber suit is better than the. Yeah, yeah, not bad for one night of upset. James Cameron, Tara Reid, Zen Ginger, Arthur Fish keeping Filk fans, and I all in one night. My job here is done. It's not my fault the AI was being racist and thought everyone was Asian. And young and Asian, and generally wearing a bikini as well, which is kind of disturbing if that's what a lot of people are looking for. What was the CGI Alien film? Alien 3. Are we thinking Alien Resurrection with Winona Ryder? That one, or the one after it? So Alien 3 weren't too bad. I've got the Alien. Got the box set around here somewhere. Yeah, I think it was Alien 4 Resurrection. It was, yeah, one on the prison planet. That was that Aliens? Yeah, that was Aliens, the second one. Oh no, yeah, Alien Resurrection. Also on a prison planet. There's a theme there, isn't there? And then you got the one with Michael Fassbender, the racing driver. I'm not joking. It's up on YouTube now. The Road to Le Mans. Because if you didn't know, Michael Fassbender is a GT driver these days. He just basically does the movies to pay the bills. He enjoys his racing far more than he enjoys his acting. Even though, no, actually, if you're doing your own stunts, probably an equal chance of injury in both. But, yeah. Got Michael Fassbender there. You got Patrick Dempsey, Ferdinand von Habsburg, and a whole bunch of other interesting characters. That's why GT racing and endurance racing is so much more fun. Plus, they have the weather predictor in the pit lane reporter's hair. They use it as the frizzometer. They can tell when it's going to rain because her hair goes frizzy. Saw Independence Day the other day. It actually didn't look horrible. You can tell the perspective has changed when you watch it as old. Yeah. Oh, got the leg all wrapped up just in time for me to bugger off, Pam. Well, hopefully you heal up soon and you don't have to keep covering up those lovely legs. Um, but yes, thanks everyone again for putting up with me for my semi-coherent ramblings for 2 hours again. If you made it through the entire 2 hours, how are you not asleep? But have a good week. Stay safe. Peace out. Rock on. Bye bye. Sunday shop do 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 do. Sunday shop do 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 do. Sunday shop do 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 do. Ah.